On the table today, it's Brawl Stars. Can you believe it? Brawl Stars have finally made it to collectible figure form. Hey everyone, this is Squirrel Stampede. Thank you much for joining in today as we have a wide assortment of Brawl Stars to sort through. We've got action figure line friends, they call them, and they come in large and small. And we also have a wide variety of collectible mini figures, miniature figures, which I think we may find some silver and gold inside of that collection, so a lot to assemble there. Pretty exciting. It's actually been a while since I played Brawl Stars, so I have to reboot that knowledge into my head, but glad Supercell is finally bringing us some figure form of a very exciting and collectible game. So let's get to these and see what we can find.
Squirrel Stampede!
We should start with probably the most identifiable brawler, and that would be Spike. Spike the cactus is often seen on Brawl Stars stuff. Spike here, part of the Line Friends scale, the small scale Line Friends scale. If this series of scale can get any more confusing, we've got large and small of Line Friends, and then of course the smaller collectible figurines. I never collected a Spike. Here are some of the brawlers I've collected over the years. 20 out of the current 61 available. I played Rico quite a bit for some reason. There's El Primo, always a good one. Poco I believe I got early on. Barley, Dynamite, Jackie. I played a lot of Nita early on. There's Colt, Daryl, Bull, Tara's a cool mystic. Several characters here. Carl, one of these guys, Carl or Daryl, I kind of liked quite a bit. Rosa got early on, Penny, Pam, and Bo. So just only 20, but that was pretty good for me. I think I've accumulated about 3,171 trophies over time. So you could say I'm a casual brawler. Well, let's open up Spike here, see what we have. In the most blandish packaging I've ever seen of a toy. It is so rancid boring. And we'll get Spike out here. Quite bulbous. There we go. First impression, a little bit better than what I expected. He's got some weight to it, so that's good news. We have a brawling accessory for him to hold on to, so that's also good news. The plastic is very shiny, made up of a very solid shell there. And we do see some articulation in those arms, the shoulders. We can reach out and rotate. And cactus bows, cactus elbows, which are articulated. And even the feet, I did not expect to see the feet are on some sort of posted joint. Maybe a ball in there, most likely, underneath there. So that's a kind of a nice find. I did not expect to see moving feet. But for probably the most recognizable character of Brawl Stars, I think this turned out pretty well. It's not too bad at all. Color palette is really quite lively, very bright green. So I guess we'll stick with the line friends of the smaller scale figure size. 5 to collect in the first wave. I believe this was wave 1. I found wave 1, 3 of the 5 figures available at Target. And this is what is in wave 1. The shelf seemed to be missing both Colt on this side and who is this vampire looking dude. Have not seen those on shelf, just the 3 in the center for, I think this is wave series 1. So we have Leon up next, green robotic lizard hoodie. Is that what that is? I do not have this one in my brawlers. So removing Leon out of these most terribly bland packaging, I have to stress. And Leon out of box. Looking a little bit better than what we could see in of box. I don't even know if I've seen Leon play in gameplay ever before. I guess I surely must have. Ooh, he's got a squirrel tail. Or is he more lizard? He's more lizard. This hoodie is kind of like a gecko, right? But he's suffering from a really poor case of huge head and a little body syndrome. Very difficult in action figure form, as these tiny little stump feet aren't really going to support that huge head very well. We do have articulation still up on the shoulders and in the elbows. It's really rough though. This articulation is a lot more basic or maybe dangerously breakable. I'm not sure. Sticky, I can barely bend it actually. And legs are on some sort of ballpoint maybe, and also a hinged knee. Not that you really need a hinged knee. I mean, that's barely anything to talk about. but getting him to stand may be a little bit of a challenge. He's got his lollipop accessory though, that's kind of fun. It's a bright color, very matching to Spike here with the green. Okay, so we have one more of this scale size of the line Friends. And we have the legendary Assassin Crow. So out of the three, this one is a nice radical difference because not so green. Nice crow character. Again, no labelage on the package to tell what character it is, any kind of stats about it. It's so very bland. Such horrible packaging. A lot of great fine print about why this packaging is so horrible. I suppose they're kind of going with that pop style thing, so if you did not open these, you can make like a little wall of the characters, but you certainly want to see a name of your character. That is so lazy. Anything on top?
No.
Or bottom? Nothing on bottom, there's nothing. Complete waste of space. Okay, let's open Crow out. Okay, I feel like we can already see a little bit better proportions with Crow than what we just saw with Leon. Crow's body feels a little more fuller, not by much. That's still quite the headpiece on him. Leon felt so fragile in the feet area. Crow's got some boots, a little bit larger scale boot. And then we've got a feather accessory weapon. I'm glad we have accessories as Leon goes down. I'm glad we have accessories included. That's something extra you don't really see in package because it's hidden behind a wall. So there's Crow, not bad. I think Crow turned out a little bit better than Leon. Oh, a nice little pirate kitty cat logo on back of jacket. And a little chain piece here. It's solid, but it looks kind of neat. So that's this scale of the line Friends, probably the better, more reasonable scale to what we're going to see next. Here it is, the mega-sized
El Primo!
tank character, rarely found. I do have this one in my collection. El Primo throws a flurry of punches at his enemy. His super's leaping elbow drop that deals damage to all caught underneath. See, just that. Why couldn't they place that somewhere on the box? That would help so much. So this one radically shocked me. I thought, oh, we're gonna get another line Friends of this scale, and I ordered it online and then it came in the mail and I'm like, what? Why is El Primo so enormous? I guess it fits the character. That's not a bad thing. Over on the back, some of the other characters available for the large line Friends, the mega-sized line Friends. And also in fantastically, horribly bland packaging. Well, let's get El Primo out. A lot of wasted packaging too. Wow, they're shipping air across the country. And the murder weapon, El Primo, out of pack. And I say this because you could possibly really bludgeon someone with this very heavy piece. This is almost scary, it's so big. Be nice to us, El Primo. Be nice.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Squirrel Stampede's finest sharpshooter, the Longbowman. Now, Blueberry, it has been a few days since we've seen the Longbowman play. What is his strategy today? Well, he's certainly been having difficulties of late, not being able to hit his targets, getting severely wounded, and thrown across set. But he has been really studying the trade of hitting an apple on top of a very large figure's head. But we've seen him miss several times now. The large head throws him off. Yes, the Longbowman has certainly had his difficulties, but he has been training incredibly hard. He knows exactly what he has to do to hit this, and I believe he shall today as he prepares his shot. Shh.
So yeah, mega-sized, if you call it mega-sized, El Primo is huge. We don't really even get a scale size on package to say what is big or what is small. Small scale? Medium scale? Large scale? Who knows? There could be a scale that's twice as tall as this guy. Now at this scale though, I'm actually seeing a better proportion than what we saw with the smaller scale. El Primo's head is big, but so is his body. And his arms are articulated in a way that I can reach a little bit better. Those same arms reach out, rotate, elbows. I love the rounded hand of El Primo. We've got hips that are on something in there that can rotate, move around, some sort of hinge. And back to those great knees. Oh, this one's stuck. Maybe we can get this one. Oh, we're gonna crack it. There we go. So we've got some knees, which is funny again because it's almost unnoticeable. Oh, and even a little bit of head rotation on that neck post he has. Oh, we have a Brawl Star for his weight belt. So now attaching it on, he is the All-Star Brawl Star champion, right? Could you say these could interact as the same scale? You possibly could, because El Primo is such a large wrestler dude, although I would have liked to have seen Spike a little bit larger. I think it will all make complete nonsense once we bring out Poco. So Poco was one of the first brawlers that I got back in gameplay day, and he is also a mega-sized Line Friends character. Why is he so enormous? It makes sense for El Primo, but Poco seems a little bit ridiculous here. Look at the scale of that hat. I could almost pop chips on top and some dip and serve it at a Super Bowl party. Giant box again. What is the deal? Let's get this guy out. And I wasn't really joking. You could use this giant helmet as like a dip bowl for parties. It's huge. It is a giant disc of hat. There is so much plastic in this headpiece. It is absolutely hilarious. Look at this guy. My goodness, I didn't realize his head was so big in gameplay. So compared to El Primo, this one, the head is just enormous. The body size, again though, a little bit more workable than what we saw here. Same kind of articulation arms. This one's a little loose. Not really seeing the best quality from this line. It seems like the likeliness and the paint apps on this line are pretty good, but the quality of the figure is just a little bit lacking. Some of the joints are going to be either way too loose, way too hard, or just so awkward that they don't really matter. We've got an accessory, we've got his little guitar. How is he gonna hold on to this guitar? Do we have a point? Oh, there we go. His hand there has a tab post system here. And we've loaded in that, so that works pretty well. But absolutely huge. Next to El Primo though, El Primo's still the largest. And I suppose with the varying scale size here, you can set up a nice little shelf displayer of your Brawl Stars ready for battle, group pose. So I think in collecting these, it's all about your favorite character. If you play Poco all the time, you've got a Poco finally to place up onto your shelf. If you're a fan of Leon, there you go. And obviously Spike, usually the most popular identifiable brawler, you can go with that too. So if you're not confused enough about scale today, we have another scale to look through, the 12-pack deluxe box of character collectible figures. Now this way seems like the most realistic way to collect most of the brawlers available in gameplay. We've got two 12-packs here and an abundance of characters to go through, and I think this miniature scale represents the game better, as you typically see your character small on screen running about a huge map. So I am just confused on how many of these to collect. There's 24. I see some commons, some rare, and then some silver golds. Not really sure exactly what's going on. But it seems like these packs were the most bang for your buck. I found both of these collectible figure packs on Amazon, along with the large mega-sized Line Friends smaller scale once again at Target. Well, let's get these characters out of pack. There should be two hidden characters inside. I'm curious who they will be. Alright, everyone just kind of fell out, rolled out at once out of the packaging. It looks like we did find a couple gold characters. Not exactly sure if that's what you will always find in this pack. Your results may be different. Hard to say. But there are some gold figures in here. We'll get to them. Let's just start simple. Let's just go with Shelly here. She's got so much poofage to her back hairpiece there that it's going to tip her out a little bit. There are some display stand holes on these, so maybe you can find a display stand for them, but they're going to be a little bit awkward in standing, some of these. I think it's all depending on the character. Let's get Spike out. Spike's gonna be pretty easy. Spike's got some nice flat-footed cactus feet, so far everything Spike has turned out perfect. And again, this scale is just fun. This scale you can pick up a whole bunch of brawlers, reenact, display, have fun, take with you anywhere, that type of scale. Let's check out Frank here. I never got a Frank. Frank would be a fun find. Frank is tippy. I don't know if I could like bend him and all. These are like solid plastic. Oh, somehow I got him to stand for half a second. So there's Frank. Not a bad find. Oh, there he goes. How about Colt? Colt I would like to find in a line figure scale. If I ever find a Colt, I'll pick one up. But there Colt is standing really well. So some mixed results with these, but looking good. I mean, look at the color, paint work, plastic work. Colt has nice bright orange-red hair. Got his Colts drawn, ready for battle, a star on his back. And he did a good job with painting these minis. I'll give him that. Oops, There goes Shelly. Oftentimes miniatures can be quickly painted through with very little color, and there's a little bit of paint app to each one, 3 or 4 colors going. Now who is this?
Come get
It's Damage Dealer Piper in Epic. I have never collected. Piper's sniper shots do more damage the further they travel. That's a character I should start playing to look for. And nicely painted with her. Oh, there's Bo. I do have Bo. Bo is a trophy reward brawler, so that one you can get just by playing ever so slowly and getting through the trophies. Nice eagle-headed hat. Bo, of course. So that one's cool in this pack. Who else do we have? Not standing very well. It's Penny. I think it's Penny the Pirate. Penny Damage Dealer, a super rare brawler. I actually have Penny, but I have not used her too much. She keeps liking to do pirate rolls on me. A little bit tiny-footed on the mini there. Big head tips her over. I like the musket she's holding onto. That's pretty neat. Then we have, okay, Amber. I think this is Amber, the Damage Dealer. Legendary. She should have a little fire at the end of that charm she's holding onto. Unlock Brawler from Brawl boxes. Amber has always been a firebug. She loves to light up the world and any opponent that comes at her. So yeah, she's got kind of like a little flaming headpiece there. Almost like her hair is on fire. Oh, a little bit dippy, but not as bad as some of them. That's one I should look out for in gameplay a little bit. And over here now we have the Damage Dealer Meg. Legendary. Meg has a basic form and an advanced form where she hops inside her trusted mecha suit. The suit gradually loses health, returning Meg to her basic form when the mecha suit is destroyed. So I have not unlocked this character. I like her futuristic drill gun weapon piece there and the backwards hat cap. Looking good. Nice brightly colored yellow on that. And so now we can move on to the rares included in this box. This one we knew we were going to get. We saw it in the package. This one I believe is Jessie, a character I do have in gameplay. I opened and unlocked. Oh, there she goes. A little bit tippy as well. Jessie Damage Dealer Trophy Reward. Jessie's shock rifle shoots energy orbs that bounce between enemies. Her super deploys a cute but deadly gun turret. Yeah, she's a fun one. And now for a couple gold. Who do we have in gold? Well, this one looks familiar. We just opened up in large scale. Leon and Crow. So we found the legendary assassin Leon in gold. And it's not exactly a gold. It's kind of an in-between gold and maybe a little bit of a copper color. It's a richer gold, I guess you could say. I hardly want to touch these and get my fingerprints all over them. And then also an assassin Crow here. Both of these pretty fun. I like how there's like a little bit of a shiny gold silver thing option going. It's like a power-up or something in a way. Gives you something to hunt for. Although again, I'm wondering if these are the exact figures you're always going to get. If you see something different in a multi-pack, please place in the comments what you got. So this is our first multi-pack of 12. I picked this one up mainly for Spike, Bo, and Colt. I think those 3 were characters I had and were most identifiable. But there's several packed in here and several I want to look for now in gameplay. Altogether brightly colorful. I think this scale is the best scale of this series. And of the other multi-pack pack I found, I already see characters now repeated, Leon back and Crow with paint. So if you did not want them in shiny silver or gold and just wanted a regular character version, there they are, which is actually a pretty good thing. Frank now is in silver. Rosa is included with this one. I have Rosa for quite a while. And Tara, the Damage Dealer. I actually have that one, which is a mythic. And I'm not sure a couple others. Let's just get them out, see them closer. And a pile of more figures. I should add that if you're careful, you can place everything back in package for display, which I also like. Even though the packages are very bland, keep them clean. If you're nice to them, repack and display is always an option with them, and I like that a lot. Okay, who do we have here? Who's the bubblegum dude? It's Epic Damage Dealer BB, and apparently I had a BB in gameplay and got her all the way up to rank 9 and do not remember any of it. She has a bat and likes to pop bubbles. Pretty nice. It's funny that I forgot about her. I'm going to have to possibly try a game with her now. How about this one? This feels very Mario-esque. This is Mythic Mr. P, Damage Dealer, Mr. Penguin. That one's pretty funny. I'd love to have a Mr. Penguin in gameplay. Got a suitcase. Whoa, just took out BB. BB has been really tough to stand. I kind of smushed her down a few times. and then she stands, but then the plastic kind of relaxes and then she falls. But Mr. P is a disgruntled luggage handler who angrily hurls suitcases at opponents. So there's definitely a variety in these packs. That's a good thing. Then we have Rosa, and I got Rosa up to a level 12, I think. A rank of 12. This is a variant skin of Rosa. I do not have her with the hoodie. I just have her without, but I do have the cactus punchers. Keep away from Spike, will ya? So there's Rosa, and I've used her occasionally. I think I had her early on, so I had to use her more at that time. Oh, Leon again. There's Leon we had saw in gold. So there is a gold option and a painted option for Leon if he wants to stand. A painted option seems to want to stand better. I like the little lizard tail on this one. Squirrel tail. And everyone knows that lizards are just basically squirrels without their fur. Where's Mythic Tara? Where did she go? Is she gonna stand for us? She's already in a really precarious foot forward position. Looking good with the card paintwork on her. I like how her eye is just hidden behind the mask. And then if we saw Leon, where is Crow? There is Crow. And Crow also was what we had found in gold. So gold option for Crow, but now painted. Crow feels like a character I really should have in my Brawlers list. Did we check out Nita yet up close? Her red stuffed bear head up top. I got Nita up to a rank 11. I used her a little bit. I had her often early too, I think. Nita strikes her enemies with a thunderous shockwave. Her super summons a massive bear to fight by her side. Now that brings up something about these figures. Some characters have some really cool special abilities. It would have been neat to have Nita's bear. Feels like it would complete her figure better. Interesting that they did not go in that direction at all. There's Frank in silver. Is Frank gonna stand for us? Frank is gonna stand. So we have a silver Frank. Oh, off screen. Tara just fell down. Where's my other Frank? My painted Frank. There's the painted Frank who does not want to stand. The silver Frank wants to stand, but painted Frank, no stand. He does like to do the tummy spin. All right, who have we missed? I've got this really confused this time. Did we see Jessie yet? I thought we saw Jessie. We saw Jessie in silver for sure. There's Jessie again, if I haven't not talked about Jessie yet. And I think that's everyone. I think I pulled and looked at everyone now, right? We went through them faster as there was some doubles with the silvers and the golds. Oh wait, there was a gold Spike. So we found Spike in gold, and it appears that if you pick up both of these multi-packs, you should get everything we just showed today. I'm thinking I'm seeing everything. I have 3 golds on table, I have 3 silvers. So we have seen everything. Look at Spike in gold, looks really quite cool. I can see my reflection in him. So yeah, back of pack 24 to collect. If you buy 2 of the 12-pack multi-packs, you will get everything included. That seems like pretty much a given. So there is the second multi-pack collection together. I suppose if you wanted that golden Spike instead of a regular Spike, this is the pack to look for. And of course, Mr. P, he'll take care of your luggage for you. So good collection overall. I like these, and I think we missed this one. Who is this? We missed this one. This is legendary Support Sandy, Sleepy Sandy. She looks quite tuckered out, a star on her forehead with a closed eye. I have not collected this figure, legendary, so a little harder to find. I'll have to look for her someday. And so that is Brawl Stars on the table today. Pretty exciting to see Supercell Gaming over into the action figure world. What do you think? What would you collect? If you liked today's video, please give us a squike, a squirrelive, and squamment your favorite Brawl Star character today. Thank you so much for watching. That's what I have to say about that.